Hey guys, Boserup here from Tudon Games. I'm the community manager, and I've been reading around the forums, and people seem to be complaining about how hard it is to fly the helicopters in Ravaged. So I decided to make a quick and dirty guide on how to fly the helicopters. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So first of all, the most important thing is to make sure you play on a server with a low ping. Playing on a server with more than 100, 120 ping is gonna affect your flying ability. It's gonna affect the handling itself. It's gonna feel jerky, it's gonna be feeling weird, and you're gonna crash a lot and be unable to control it. Another thing that's very important is to go to your settings. This is my settings. Make sure to reduce the sensitivity here, the air vehicle mouse sensitivity. I set it all the way down to 0.5. I removed the mouse smoothing. I got inverted air vehicle pitch ticked. And then you can see what else I got here. This is more personal thing, but you could try messing around with it. One thing is very important is make sure you got the inverted air vehicle pitch on or off, depending on how you want to fly. Air vehicle mouse sensitivity is also very important, as I mentioned before. This is very low sensitivity, so it won't just react every time it just touch the mouse. It won't make me flip over. Okay, so let's get into it. One of the most important things when trying to fly a helicopter is to take off. And what you need to do here is click and hold or tap the W. That will give you power to the engine. So just try to take off by holding W. Notice now I'm releasing it. The power of the engine will go out and I will start drop. To gain power I need to press W again. Notice that it takes a few seconds, maybe a second to 2 seconds to regain power to the engine. Just be aware of that, otherwise you might end up crashing. So, because of the inverted flying, to fly forward, I will move my mouse forward, so I actually look down while pressing W, and I will fly forward. If I want to look up, I'll pull my mouse backwards and I can look up. Just remember that if you do that, you will also lose altitude. Remember to hold or tap W while doing this, otherwise you will drop faster to the ground. So, I'm going to show you some circling around an object here, and it's a bit difficult at first, but with some practice you will learn it pretty fast. It's really not that hard when you learn the basics. So what I like to do is if I see a vehicle, I like to circle around it, center my crosshair on it, and fire at the same time. But first, to do the maneuver, if I'm going like this, I'm going to the right, but I'm actually leaning to the left aiming. What I do is I move my mouse slightly to the right and aim down while pressing W and tapping A, the A key. So I'm actually tapping the left key normally. So move mouse to the right a bit down, tap W or hold W while tapping A key. If I want to go the other way around, move the mouse to the left while looking down a bit, using W, tapping or holding, while tapping D, and then I can circle around. So something like this. It's a good idea to go to an empty server and just try practice it. You really need to figure out how much power you need to put to the engine by pressing W if you need to hold it or if you have to tap it. I like doing a mix of it. It really depends on the situation. So all the helicopters have two weapons. The little bird in this situation here, the resistance little bird, have on the left mouse button rockets. The rockets are really good against infantry and vehicles. just notice that they have a slow travel speed. So if you're shooting at a moving vehicle, you really need to adjust for that and maybe even predict sometimes where they're gonna drive, which direction. The right mouse button is stingers. Stingers are only useful against helicopters. You can use it against vehicles and infantry, but it won't have much effect on it. So that was a short, quick and dirty guide. I'm just gonna show you some flying. I'm gonna try to go out in third person flight sometimes. It's a bit difficult, but you can see right now the helicopters are actually very agile. Personally, I think the Little Bird, the one I'm flying right now, is easier to fly. It's more stable, but I actually enjoy flying the gyrocopter, the scavenger helicopter, a lot more because it's more agile and faster, but also harder to control. So let me just show you some of the things that's possible. So you can do some pretty fast, low altitude flying. It's just listen to the engine, how I'm tapping the power to the engine. It's really important, and it makes you, if you release the W, you can turn a bit faster, and you won't smash into the walls. It does happen sometimes to me, sometimes when I go too fast. So, but this is really something you need to get used to. Just try around. We made the helicopters very vulnerable, meaning they're easy to kill, but we also gave them a lot of firepower. So you can take out all vehicles and infantry and helicopters. But you really need to mind the roof, because if you go up too high, let me show you, you'll get out of bounds. And if you stay up here, you will explode. So a good idea is just to point the nose down, press W, and just go fast down. We can control. Okay, that's it. I hope it was helpful. And if you need a one-on-one tour, I can guide you. Just join our TeamSpeak, ts.tudon.com, and look for Boserup. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Take care.